terrifies me, and why I've gotta get myself away. So hard to deal with the ones who are real. They continually blow my mind. No need. I've been burned enough times myself. You're like me. Sometimes you scare yourself. The things that you think and the way that you feel make you think you're all alone. And when you go outside and try to find yourself a familiar mind, it really lets you know you're on your own. So unknown. When those walls close in around you, when all those about you doubt you, when the world can't live without you, get a grip and keep it. You see how hard they'll shove you, hate your guts saying tell you they love you. Get a grip right now. You see how far you'll get pushed, how long they'll hold you down, feed your lies, drive you insane, give you poison to kill your pain. Know me. I see the fear in your eyes. Hold back. There are some things to realize. Hey! So hard to deal with the ones who can't feel. It's unbelievable the things that they'll put you through. Get in your face and smile. Get in your face and lie. And all the while you just stand in line. No matter what they say and do, no matter what they put you through, never lose your self-respect. You don't have to live like that. You don't have to live like that. No, 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 no. You gotta keep your self-respect. You gotta keep your self-respect. You gotta jump back. Keep your self-respect intact. You gotta keep it like that. You gotta keep your self-respect. You gotta keep your self-respect. Your self-respect.
Thank you, Mr. Rollins. That was an excellent song, right?
Yeah, not too shabby, my man.
No. It's about introspection. Yeah. What would the definition of that word is? That's what I'm going to ask.
What did you say it was?
Introspection.
Introspection.
You're reflecting on yourself and becoming totally empathetic. That's basically what the definition boils down to. It's like not perspective, but reflection is a better way to put it.
Saddle Bum one, RG.
Oh yeah, Saddle Bump's here. I see him, and it's really funny because Creaky Blinder put out a video on Gravity, or Creaky Binder or whatever his name is. I can't remember.
Creepy binder.
His name is Creaky Blinder.
What's up,
That's
Ryan?
his proper name. Yeah, subscribe today. Hey Ryan, how you doing tonight, man?
What's up?
Oh, not much.
What's up?
Just swimming through a sea of ad hominem and personal attacks. It's the best part of the internet, I think. Did I see Skeptic in here? I thought I did. No, he's not. And Andrew B was in here too. We got Andrew B and Jeremy Bird, which he had an excellent show on there earlier, didn't you? I like the trivia he did, and he gives out prizes too. It's awesome.
Yeah, he does. You good man.
He is.
JJ has a fucking beard? No way.
JJ has a beard. Yes, he does. As
Ever
opposed
since
to
I
I've
was-
never seen your face
I was-
before. I did not expect that.
I was born with a beard, man.
since he was knee high to a grasshopper. Yeah, Battlebump's in here too. Yeah, I see him. There he is. And Heron Song, man, they're all just popping in left and right. There's nobody on tonight, is there? We're shaking the ghost of gravity. So the terminology gravity, I think, is misused in what it is, and that they got to subscribe a force to it. It can't be the actual object that has its own weight. There's a force making the weight. That's what it is. I don't think that's the way it works personally. I got into a debate with a guy on the Flashes channel a while back about what gravity is. He said, "Well, consensus says it is a force, but I mean that's just what people believe. It's not demonstrable that's
Why
the
do we-
actual cause." Yeah. So I thought we could review Creaky Blinder, whatever you want to call him again, creepy, whatever.
Yeah, I
We could
prefer
take a look at his
creepy.
video. Yeah. He's proclaiming that gravity is fake. Why does it fall? That's the title of his stream. But he's just going through Newton's laws of motion and ascribing the general principle of what they call general whatever gravity. Everything that has mass attracts mass. I think that was the original proposal to gravity itself. So everything that has mass has gravity. So it has a gravitational field around that object, and we can detect it. How do you detect it?
Cool stories,
Yeah. Okay.
right?
No.
It's not
Trust me, bro.
demonstrable. Trust me,
Well,
bro.
Yeah, well, I think the density of the object displaces the medium around it, so they register that as a gravity. That's what they're reading. It's pretty funny. Yeah. Oh, without further ado, the creepy guy. What's his name again? Gravity is fake. All right. Why?
Creaky Blinder.
It's Creaky Binder. Yeah, Blinder. Yeah. See his name's right there. See it?
No, we don't.
He looks like he's an expert on this topic too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got Marilyn Monroe back here. Got Groucho Marx dancing with some redheaded girl. It's probably Rita Hayworth. You remember her, right?
No, I don't.
Oh, she's an actress. We'll look at her eventually. She was a pinup girl, I think, too. But she was an actress too. On top of that, she was a well-known actress of her time. But she's not as popular as, say, Marilyn Monroe or. And if Creaky Binder wants to a copyright strike me, feel free. We're just going to critique what you say. That's all.
Fair
We're not
use,
judging you
bitches.
as a character.
Fair use, bitches.
Is that what he looks like? Okay, well, at least he
Yeah.
got a mustache.
If you want to go by what he looks like he shaves his head. He likes alternative artwork, and he's got a platinum YouTube plaque in the background.
Well, good for him.
I know. He may have a salt lamp down here on the floor. You see those lights down below? It looks like a salt lamp to me. Have you used one of those, JJ?
Mm-mm.
What it does is it kind of cooks the salt and releases it into the air, and you're actually getting like a Himalayan salt. That's what they're made out of. Yeah, it gets
Interesting.
released into the air.
Never
I
heard
have
of
a
it.
few of them. Yeah, you've heard of it?
No.
I'll show you one I got. I'll go dig one up here in a minute. Heresy's in the house. Hey, Heresy, how you doing? David Koresh is here too, and we got all the cult leaders in here now. Just kidding.
Usual suspects.
Yes, sir.
Saddle Bum
Yeah,
made it.
Didn't Saddlebum win something today too? Didn't he?
Yeah, he's got the belt, man.
Oh, nice.
Heron had it last week.
And you passed your book on to me. That was nice of you. Well,
Yeah.
I got to get that book coming to me somewhere.
I think everybody's got one now, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I don't have it physically. I'll get there, and I'll show. Before I get started on this, I'll show Jeremy what book I was talking about. This is Adam Meakin's book, and I'll take this down off the screen. This is done by Adam Meakin and Quantum Eraser. They're from the FED panel. Let's put this on screen. They wrote a book called Welcome to Flat Earth, and I have a copy of it right here. And it has any kind of citation you need for anything pertaining to anything we claim in Flat Earth. That's basically why I like the book. So.
Where are you picking them up? Amazon?
And you can get them on Amazon, yeah. That's
about
$30.
$30.
Yeah.
Not
And
too
I
bad.
sent one. Well, I didn't physically send one to Santero, but I gave him the money to pick up one. He's going to get the book, and I got to send him a calendar here eventually.
Yeah, I got quite a few Flat Earth books. I like them for conversation starters, you know?
Yeah, I got a couple conversation starters with this one at work. I was reading it and basically skimming through half of it. And the people are like, "What are you reading?" And I said, "I told like I don't believe that." I'm like, "Well, I didn't ask you to believe anything." Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
that started the conversation and made it go.
Listen.
Say again, Ryan. You're real low.
Sorry. I said we just expect you to listen, not necessarily to.
Yeah, you can be the judge of it yourself. Yeah, and I'll give you discernment on your own. That's a individual thing. Everybody individually needs to take discernment, and not just take everything they're taught as like gospel. You know.
Yeah, learn how to think, not what to think.
There you go.
Bingo.
JJ's operating that muscle now, isn't he?
That's right. It took almost 50 years to figure it out, but here we are.
Yeah. Well, it goes with time. Imagine what it's going to be like after you leave this plane. What it's going to be like. I don't know.
Just start all over.
Yeah, I hope. I want to retain everything I got now.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
might
here
all
you
be useless, though. Who knows?
Yeah, I hope not. I don't think that God's that cruel of a jokester, man. Like, oh yeah, everything we taught you, or it was for naught, and this is the end of it all. All right, we'll start out with this guy. He's a what? A surveyor. This is a. What does it say? He's a sardonic surveyor of social stupidity. What does that mean?
Russell wants to know if he can come on the show.
Who?
Russell. Truth.
Russell can come on the show, but he's going to have problems with Restream. He knows it. But you're welcome to come up, dude. You want me to put a link in for you? The reason I'm leaving the link out because I've had like a portable ilk sit there and just come in, and yeah, I'll put it in and grab it, Russell, and I'll delete it.
I was going to say I could probably DM it to him if you want me to.
I've already got it sent to him. I don't have his number though. I would do that. I got your number. I did.
Yeah,
that.
I could have sent him.
No, I'll just delete it. Grab that link, dude.
3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna give him like 2 minutes.
Delete.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're good. Delete it.
Delete it. Okay, got it. Good night, sweetheart. It's gone.
You go. Do, do, do,
Do.
Do. Oh, girl.
Anybody remember that TV show Shot On Now? JJ?
No.
You don't?
No.
Don't lie.
I'm not that old, man. As you.
I remember.
Yeah, see, Ryan's a minute.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. JJ's the youngest one in the bunch. Isn't that correct, sir?
That's when you know it's bad, when the guy that's 50 is the youngest one, you know?
Yeah. Even if I do retire today, the amount of Social Security I would collect would not pay my bills
It
by
doesn't
half.
pay mine either, but you do what you got to do, bro.
Yeah, I work all my life and pay into that foundation called Social Security.
What would really suck is if you paid into it and then didn't get a chance to collect on it. That's what would suck.
Yeah, but I mean, like the amount they literally just make this money out of air, anyways, right?
Yeah, of course. They just write a check.
Yeah, they're keeping you in check financially and socially. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're hoping you'll die off, is what it is. I think.
RG said he didn't get it.
I thought he got. I put it out there. He said he copied it.
I'll share it with him.
Yeah, you gotta share it with him. JJ's gonna send it to you, RG.
Sure, will be.
Use a laptop or a tablet. Don't use your phone, dude, if you can. He needs somebody to go over and help him with his laptop.
What kind of phone does he have that he can't? You do it because I do it every day with my phone. It works just fine.
I don't know. I think he has an Android, as far as I know.
So do I.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Now, let's see what the creaky one has to say. You ready?
A flat earther has made a stupid claim. Dun, dun, dun. I know, I couldn't believe it either.
Can you see satire when you see it? I mean, this has nothing to do with any scientific validity toward gravity at all. He just automatically, we make a stupid claim. Well, let's test it out. Right. That look says it all, doesn't it? All right.
That claim is that gravity is completely fake.
Well, ha.
And things only fall down because of density. So today we will dismantle or debunk this in.
I want to see this, guys.
What a dork.
How is he going to demonstrate this force of gravity? I'm just waiting.
He could have made himself as a cartoon character.
Well, he did, dude. Look at him.
He sounds like
Look at that face. Look at the yellow microphone. Look at all the artwork. Yes, you don't need a cartoon character. You got freaky.
Completely cut over in tattoos too.
Yeah. Those tattoos are staying in place because of gravity.
President, y'all see an eye on his neck?
Yeah, he does.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it. Right there. Yep. Right in the center of his neck. He's got a pyramid capstone on there, like on a dollar bill too. Like that's something. Yeah.
Says it all.
Mm-hmm. Don't judge a book by its cover, JJ.
No, go by his tattoos.
Go by his tattoos.
By the prison ink.
No, there you go. That looks a little better than prison ink. Yeah, mine's a little better than.
If I was in prison, I'd get ink too, just to survive. But I mean, it is what it is, right?
You got to show how tough you are in there. Show them you're a man's man.
Oh, if it's going to make me look bad by not doing it, then yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Right.
Prison mentality is a lot different than the outside world, my friend.
You watch Get Hard with Kevin Hart?
Yeah, I thought.
No, I haven't seen it.
Roast,
Yeah,
the roast is funny.
It's pretty funny. No, the Get Hard where he goes to prison or he's training Will Ferrell to go to prison.
Yeah, but I saw the ad for it. So.
That sounds interesting, JJ.
It's
What'd
funny
you say,
shit,
Ryan?
bro.
Nothing. I was talking about.
No, it's all right. You go on these rants every once in a while. Well, there's something they're interesting. We need to hear them. What'd you say? You by getting tattoos in prison is going to save your ass. I was going to think that would.
I'm assuming that's why people get them, right?
No, usually to mark their
tattoo, like by some guy with a needle. I mean, I don't know.
Well, they get the brilliant idea to mark themselves with something, but a lot of those things are like gang member stuff, like the Latin Kings and what's the other one? The 12 whatever number it is. Those gangs they like
MS-13.
MS-13. Yeah, there you go.
Aryan Brotherhood or goes on and on.
13.
But I mean, like if you're like an ascetic Jew, it's against the religion to get tattoos. You can go either way with it. I mean, like, does it really matter?
Well, God does tell you not to mark up your body, but I think he means like, morally. I don't think he means like. But I don't know. I mean, who knows, right?
Well, we could take it literally, and I'm pretty sure there's forgiveness for tattoos and God's love.
I didn't take it literally until I got my first tattoo, but then I got a cross, so obviously. I kind
Well,
of
we
like,
never seen your tattoos, Ryan.
hey, you have. Sure, dude.
No, I haven't.
It's a tramp
No.
stamp.
You got a tramp stamp? What is it?
Exit only.
There you go. Yeah.
Cross.
Well, show it to us right quick. Come on.
I already showed it to you, dude. You're
No, you haven't. I bet you money you haven't.
I have showed it to you.
I'm gonna show it to us. All right. We can't see that.
Take your fucking shirt off. Show it.
Okay. He's getting naked, y'all.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's a standard Celtic cross. Yeah, nice. He's gonna show it off closer. How much did that cost you?
I didn't cost me nothing. I didn't pay for it.
No,
$33.
No,
$33.
it cost like $100 and something bucks, but my mother-in-law paid for it.
Oh, your mother-in-law's a nice lady. Yeah. Nice. Now we know Ryan does
car,
have that.
She bought me a car too, and let me marry her daughter. I mean, it's pretty awesome, huh?
How'd that work out in the long run?
So far, it's worked out pretty good. I mean, I'm still with her. Been together 20-something years.
Yeah. And Jeremy would let it be tattoo free now that he's had all his tattoos for all his life. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I got mine. I can't regret things. I have no regrets.
No
Yeah.
regrets.
Yeah.
I don't regret mine either. I mean,
He's getting jiggy with it now. Who's getting
now
jiggy?
if I had
with
some
it?
goofy ass cartoon character or something on me, or a football team, then yeah, I can relate to why people would say that's a dumb thing to get on your body.
You don't have a Yosemite Sam on your like forearm anywhere?
No, but I'd probably get one. I'd probably get a Tasmanian Devil. I like Tasmanian Devil pretty good. I've always liked him. That's something I get on my body, but not because I like worship the Tasmanian Devil, just because I think Tasmanian Devil's cool, right?
Well, it's not a worse thing. I think you're paying homage with a tattoo, I think, more than anything else.
Yeah.
I was considering getting the azimuthal, the AE map on my ribs.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Dedication. Hey, Santero. How you doing, sir?
Santero.
Santero. I'm being a shill for Bev today, I hear.
Even though AE map's bullshit, right? All maps are. Except the moon map, baby.
The moon map baby's the granddaddy of them all. Know what it is?
Hey, we can't trust anything. That's all we know. The only thing we know for sure is we don't know shit.
Is that
And we're learning something every day, JJ. And I'm speaking about regrets. I'm getting ready to push play. Here we go.
All right.
Entire idea. If objects only fall because they're denser in the air around them, then everything we know about physics is about to break.
Shut up and sit down, you big bald f***.
Please subscribe.
Today's video is about buoyancy and gravity.
No.
And this is just like a good foundational knowledge for understanding flat Earth and a biblical Earth, biblical cosmology, and breaking free from that spaceball paradigm, because gravity is like their golden ticket to get out of anything.
Yeah, but it's not that it's a golden ticket. It's just it explains why things behave the way they behave.
Okay, I'm going to ask him a question. Creaky, what is gravity? Oh, no answer. Crickets. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So gravity explains how things behave. So the lighter, denser gases and air that rise up are not subject to gravity, and like flights just ignores gravity of any kind. Birds, bees, crickets.
Laws of nature, like
and
actually
salt water and eggs and salt water. Your body in salt water too. If you put your body in salt water, it makes it float. Yep. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Of course, you're made out of fat. You float anyway, but only when you're just when you hold still, right?
You sound like you're on an old telephone, Ryan. Just want to throw that out there right quick. What are you talking on? Headset?
Antartemis.
Antartemis. And by the way, Chris is here. Say hi to Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
We're looking at gravity and Creaky Blinder. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying it gravity explains everything. Yeah.
So what's our excuse for like water being on a ball and spinning isn't demonstrable? Like if you put water on a ball and spin it, we all know what happens, right? What's your excuse for?
But gravity It's just
Why-
gravity,
why-
Jay. You
Oh
don't, you
yeah.
don't-
Why doesn't it stick to the ball, dude?
Well, you have to have a
gravity's magic. It pulls the water onto the ball. See?
yeah,
Well,
but I mean,
apparently not the ball that you're, trying to demonstrate it on.
yeah, but I mean, they'll tell you that gravity of the Earth is pulling it away from it. They'll say that's what the problem is. So you take it into space and see what water does.
But that doesn't make any sense, Roger. Because
Well, there's you
if
got to
you
get
pour
in
water on
space to
top of
begin
the
with.
ball and it rolls off, it still gets it wet, right?
Yeah,
So
there's
I'm-
water
How
will
it-
adhere
but
to
if
it.
gravity's still pulling down on that same item that you're holding in your hand, then wouldn't that say that the water should stand up on top of that edge of that ball? Isn't that what
No,
should happen?
Well,
if
if everything that has
there-
mass has gravity by definition. Don't you think
That's
that
crack shit, and you know it.
the water itself has its own gravity?
Yeah, every bit of their bullshit's nonsensical.
It has its own gravity.
Mr.
I don't
Tahiti in the house.
I don't subscribe to space or gravity for that matter.
Well, I'm
So-
not saying I'm not saying that you can't call it gravity, but it's not. But gravity doesn't answer the question that they claim it does. That's all I'm trying to say. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it density and buoyancy. You can call it gravity. You can call it.
You call it
I'm not sure.
electromagnetics, electrostatics, right?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
there's a lot of
Or
forces
what?
that are stronger than
Things
supposed
be
gravity.
Tomato.
Yeah. If you just take the word itself for its term, it's just weight. So we're going to get into Newton's
What
laws
does
here.
government mean again?
Say again.
What does government mean again?
To govern the mind, to control the mind. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, do we need to control our minds?
I don't think so. I think they're already being controlled. But,
Yeah. Well, I don't think we needed to neither. All right.
I don't see why this is so confusing, even for flat earthers.
Every action has an equal opposite reaction. Every
Okay.
force has an opposite force to match it and balance it out.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they took a real force, buoyancy, looked at the opposite force
Well, I gotta disagree
created by
with the flat
buoyancy,
earther here.
and gave that a fancy.
Buoyancy is not a force. Buoyancy is a cause and effect relationship between mediums. They call it buoyant, but they call it a buoyant force. I don't even subscribe to that neither.
the weight's bullshit too.
And the weight and the density of the object in the medium makes it buoyant. In other words, it'll float.
Depends on how much air.
Yeah.
Depends on how much gas is trapped inside of it.
Depends on the viscosity of the medium that it's in. Yeah, how thick it is, its density to the ratio of the density of the object. That's a better way to explain it.
Yeah, even iron floats in lead.
And
doesn't it?
mercury, yeah,
Floats in mercury. Yeah, mercury.
liquid mercury's
That's
dense.
insane when you think about it. Dude. That's insane.
So all these theoretical laws that they're basing on gravity or trying to attach gravity to, they're just net forces, and you apply those forces, you put energy into the system. But every object in rest, everything I'm looking around me right now is not moving around. There's not a force of gravity acting on them. Their weight's holding them in the place where they are. That's not gravity. It's the weight and the relationship between the medium and where they are. And the medium of solids seem to hold everything up for some reason. All right, we'll get back into it.
Name, and then started making up all this fake stories about how it comes about.
Yeah, but buoyancy cannot work without gravity. Buoyancy is an upward force that happens because gravity pulls down harder on denser fluids like water or air.
Now that's made up too. It really is. You're finding equilibrium. That's all you are. That's the only thing that happens in the world. You agree? Anybody got any disagreements with that?
I absolutely agree.
I think there's more to it, but yeah, I agree.
Yes, man. I got one. There you go.
I look
Everything's
at,
speaking it. Yeah.
you know how like when you do that, where everything finds its equilibrium when you do the you put all the different liquids in the bowl.
The towers. Yeah.
Yeah, the towers.
Yeah, the
It's
oil
just like-
separation thing.
Yeah, I think of us being like we belong below where we're at, and that's what causes the weight. Because like a
I wonder-
balloon, if you fill up a balloon with helium, it's going to hit your ceiling, and it still wants to go higher, but your ceiling is in the way of it going to where it's equilibrium.
But if
is
you just
met.
let it sit around for a while, it'll sink back down again.
We belong below where we're at, and that's what caused, that's why where we get weight, because we haven't reached our equilibrium.
Yeah.
It's just a
Jeremy. Jeremy
Actually,
Bird
our
asked a
equilibrium
question.
is mud. Mud is the closest thing to the density of our bodies, isn't it?
Yeah. So Jeremy asked a question. Buoyancy is a motion. That's a question for him. So no, buoyancy is not a motion. It's actually what things find in the equilibrium in the medium
But
they're
if
on.
something's very buoyant and you try to put it underwater, it will move. Yeah, it'll show you some motion, all right. But I don't know about that other thing.
Is that Sam in the chat?
Snowball?
Snowball. I don't know.
I don't know who Sam.
I like the word displacement.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Great word.
This displaces the water and it floats, right?
That is Sam. That's secret Asian man. He's one of our oldest mods.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout
he
out.
changed his name to Snowball. He's private Snowball to you.
You could even be a black rabbit.
Oh, good God! That's a good question. The buoyancy is not? It's a description of how things behave in a medium. Their relative density to their disequilibrium. It's pretty simple. It's not a hard concept.
Well, yeah, I mean, I understand that, but that's why I add the electrical, because there's a bias. It ain't just, it's biased up and down.
Yeah. And it works on I think it works on like the structure of the object. Like some things are lighter in structure, and you can actually use your basic what's the name of that thing again? Van de Graaff generator.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna
I
build
don't-
one.
Because I don't think just density and buoyancy displacement by itself explains.
Well, it doesn't
the
determine
bias.
all the motions, no. But gravity doesn't hold everything down either. If it did, it would overcome that, wouldn't it? If you're looking for a force of gravity.
Yeah, and he's explaining Newtonian gravity, which the Einsteinian theory of relativity is different. They'll say that it's actually the warping of space-time is pushing you down.
Yeah,
Rather
it's the same.
than
That's even worse.
Newtonian is like the pull to the center, where Einsteinian theory of relativity is more like is pushing you down.
Yeah, it's like this. Like this video is custom made for me today for some reason. They tossed me a bone. Creaky, you're a godsend, dude. I'm telling you.
Which I don't get the Einstein the fabric, because it would have to be infinite amount of vectors. Like, I don't know if you ever seen the illustrations. They'll use a fabric and then put the heavy weighted ball in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're going to orbit around the Earth in every which direction, you can't have just a single piece of fabric or a
flat. It would
wormhole. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So space is linear then.
Yeah, everything's linear, dude. I hate to tell you that.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying.
It's a hard concept to grasp because they've been taught this pseudo science so long they think that it's actually true. You're just told it until you.
No, the weirdest part is that they all have different reasons why they believe it. Some of them believe certain information more than others.
His name is what? Herpes complex. Is he talking about Creaky?
Herpes simplex 1.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Clean that up, man. Go get some antibiotics if they work. I've taken some of them. Kind of have. What is an antibody? Is it antibodies? Yeah.
Brought to you by Nutella.
Yeah. And Nutella doesn't present any shadows underneath it neither. It's translucent.
Is it?
No, that was the plushie they had on the space station, wasn't it? Shadowless. Yeah, that was weird. Send us some more Artemis stuff if you can.
Bro, I found that little plushie with Artemis. I found even more really like strings going through things of that plushie, and then I see the mic like going through one of the astronauts. Yeah, because I have a few more
There's all so much
interviews, live interviews on the way to the moon. I've been watching and going over and playing in 25% speed and stuff. I see all kinds of weird stuff on there, dude. Like too many. Just one video just has too many to even.
You can,
Post
you
them
can pick
all,
it
man.
apart pretty easy. It's
Yeah.
not hard, is it? Yeah. And all Sandy did is turn up the contrast, and she found all the crap she found on there. And then you're looking at strings. You saw the red dot right on the back of the package that disappeared after like the fifth revolution. They show the bottom of it. There's no red dot on it. I think that was a marker in their software that object's not there. You know what I'm saying? It's virtually put in. Some of those virtual objects. All right, let's get back to Mr. Blinder.
And it does on less dense objects. The denser fluid sinks to the bottom and pushes the lighter object upwards. Now, without gravity pulling the fluid down, there would be no upward buoyant force.
And now, whoa.
Whoa, Nelly.
Yeah. So like everything that's denser at the bottom of the ocean just seems to push everything up. Is that what he's saying? He said the denser. So water at the bottom of the ocean is denser than water at the top of the ocean. Is that? I think that's due to the pressure that's placed on it from all the weight from all the water that's in the ocean.
Or it could be because pressure causes the salt to soak in faster.
Yeah. Well, the water's denser with salt in it. Yeah.
The higher amount of salt.
It's not the water that's causing the
You know
density.
what's funny is that you can actually see that. There's an experiment where you can do where it shows you how salt's mixing into the water and how it stays. And it's actually interesting that salt, you're right, salt water has different salinities depending on how deep it is. That's weird.
Yeah. But that's the salt causing that. It's actually it's the solvent of the water that makes it bind to each other.
Well, yeah, it's heavier, obviously. Yeah, that's what makes the egg float when you put it in salt water. Is because salt is denser than the egg. The egg is not as salty because it's an egg. But if you were to salt the egg, then I don't know what you're thinking.
Like it'll crush things. There's so much pressure.
Yeah, 5 pounds pressure can crush a whole tanker. Yeah.
So we're in a pressurized system, not a buoyant system. Okay. All right. With you so far. Now, that makes more sense to me. Yeah. Odd, but we'll see what else he's got to say.
And so that's basically the idea of gravity. It's just a made up
Yeah, of course it is.
concept
Idea.
to explain something that already had an explanation and didn't need. Well, there's still the mystery of, well, why does buoyancy come about? And that'll
I don't know why he goes to buoyancy and to keep talking about it, dude. You're just giving him more ammo because they attach buoyancy to gravity. Everything's going down because of gravity, so therefore it's causing all the heavier things to make the medium above it more buoyant. That's their claim. But our claim is that it's a relationship between the solid and the liquid medium. They weigh more. They have more, not mass, because that's a bad word. They're more denser. They have more
What about a
substance.
scuba tank?
Well, yeah, it's buoyant. Yeah, well, look at a
When you
submarine.
compress air,
Yeah.
what happens? It gets heavy and it sinks.
Yeah, the air inside of it is causing it to stay above. It's like a balloon.
that
Pressure inside
that
of
blew
it
my
is
mind the
what
first time I
causes
figured
it to
that.
rise.
It is.
So it's a pressure
like,
system.
do you compress air?
May the pressure be with you, is Flat Soul used to say all the time. We've been through all this stuff way before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, God help us. Come on, Creaky, give me something to work with.
be your best answer. In my opinion, the sciencey minded, most people who are like, oh, science is cool. If you ask them, like, what
Science
is
is
the
cool
equal
when
and
it's
opposite
properly applied.
force to gravity, I don't think that they'd have any clue what you're talking about.
Every gravitational interaction involves Newton's third law. The equal and opposite force to the gravity exerted by one object is the gravitational pull exerted back onto it. Like when the Earth pulls a falling apple down so it doesn't fall left, right, or up.
Yeah, right.
No, it doesn't pull anything. The reason the apple falls out the tree is because it becomes more dense than the air around it. It weakens the stem on the apple and it finds its equilibrium.
When it hit that dummy mercury eating dummy in the head, if it would have fell in water, it would have floated. Yeah, it would have floated, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm going to make up a story about how I was sitting in the bathtub and suddenly an apple fell in the water and it floated. Now all of a sudden we got to change our whole scientific belief.
Yeah, but I mean, he would hang you in the gallows if you disagree with him. The mercury eating dummy there that got hit in that with the apple. He's a nice guy.
The Mad Hatter guy, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Bob, how you doing? And Mustang, cool. Nice to see you in there. Hey, there's a guy named Cookie Monster in the chat too. He's in there talking to people. Oh,
That guy is weird. I got my eye on him.
oh yeah.
I got the broom ready.
He's gonna sweep you out there, monster. All right. Anybody calls himself a monster, geez, can't be a good guy. All right, let's see. Let's hear what this jackass has got to say.
Gravity doesn't exist.
And if you said that, well, buoyancy is the real force and gravity is just a name, a different name for the same thing, something that already exists, a lot of them don't even have the capacity to understand that. But
hang on a second, I've just noticed something. It says on his own screen that Newton's third law states that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
And why does that apply in all actions? I mean, like, I'll give you one right quick. Say if you were going to go out and mow your lawn, right, and you're pushing that lawnmower, right, what's the opposite reaction to you mowing the lawn? You're pushing it across the yard.
You're pushing and the lawnmower moves. That's the reaction. Get it?
Yeah, but it says there's an opposite and an equal reaction.
Yeah, the air around you moves out of the way. Duh.
The resistance, the energy it takes to push it, the resistance is pushing back to move it.
I don't think that's an equal reaction though, because you can overcome it. You can overcome these laws easy.
Yeah,
the lawnmower's not gonna be pushing you backward.
No, it's hogwash.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Especially if you get a self-propelled mower. I don't know.
It just relates to a different type of science that's not physical.
Then it's not physics, then, is it? It's pseudoscience, dude. This guy's he doesn't understand it. He doesn't get it because the gravitational pull of the Earth is what you're overcoming supposedly. That 9.8 meters per second squared. That's an acceleration.
I think at the end of the day, a lot of these people do get it, but they're playing a part. They're actors playing a role. So you read a script.
Just think about it. Let's say you start your own show, and then you get all popular, and you get all these fans, and then suddenly you realize that you're flat. What are you going to do? You going to throw away all your fans, or are you just going to say fuck it and stick with what you're doing?
Suck your pride up, concede, and be a man. There you go.
He might have known prior too. He might have not. You know what I'm saying? He just, like I said, he's an actor playing a role. Because if you were a glober, dude, would you be over here, I don't know, trying to make a living off of pushing a globe? Like, who does that really? I mean,
well, if you're pitching consensus, you're going to get paid. You're going to get more views for sake and plenty of followers because there's a lot of people that actually believe this nonsense. So they think it's well explained by their professors. But
yeah, but they don't. They're not going to stick around, take their time, their only available time in the day to come listen to somebody push a globe, is my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got better things to do, right? It's just, it's nonsensical from my perspective.
Gotcha. Well, does Walter Lewin push this stuff? I don't think he does. I think he pushes more of a... I've never really sat down and watched. I've watched, trimmed out like 10-minute clips of Walter Lewin explaining emotion and stuff. Yeah, and it doesn't purport to their globe science, does it?
No, it really doesn't.
No, weird, ain't it? And he's an actual professor in physics. He teaches and lectures at colleges, doesn't he?
Yeah, he pretty much debunked gravity. Said that it's electro forces that hold the world together, basically, is what he said.
That is interesting. Why don't these people go over and watch Walter Lewin's lectures? Maybe they might learn something.
Because it doesn't fit the narrative, and they're actors, so they do what they're told. This ain't authentic. It's not organic.
No. But they think they're smarter than the flat earthers as it goes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's their role. They play the role.
Oh, RG's here. Yeah. Hey, RG.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
And you roboted right away, sir.
We heard you loud and clear.
Man. What about now? I'll turn the volume up a little bit.
Yeah,
we got you.
Yeah, you got you. You're good. How's your phone holding up? How you holding up? You good?
Well, I'm doing my tablet right now, and I had a little trouble getting some permissions and flipping on the right thing.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
had troubles. Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
typical. Yeah, it's Restream, dude.
Permission not granted.
And it's not me doing it. I wish I could get. And by the way, I'm getting back into the other server thing. I'm gonna be able to use it. I got a studio set up, and I'm gonna be able to use it. So I'm gonna set my next one up so everybody can come in. It doesn't use any data like this thing does. Well, what's the name of it? EV Mux. That's it. Yeah, I want to be able to use that again. I think RG's trying to get back in.
Elon Musk.
RG. Yeah. I don't know. It's Elon, so I have no idea. RG. Let me turn your volume up. Turn your volume down. I'll crank your volume up so we can hear you.
I could hear him as just robot.
So he was roboting. No,
but we could hear him.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all can, if it does cut out again, how about this? I'll just.
Yeah, it cut out again.
The genie granted his wishes, man. If it does, no, that's the exact. He wishes he wants to stay in. And so, if you want to join my next stream tomorrow, it would be easier to do. And Lord Racer's here. I haven't seen him all day. Have you? How you been, stranger? Creaky Blinder is not really qualified for this topic. I was just going to point that out. I think they wanted to call themselves science communicators or something. And you saw his title at the beginning of the show, right? Oh, God. I didn't give myself a title.
Yeah, big nerd.
He's not even a nerd. He hasn't. Real nerds research the whole topic, man, and they come to logical conclusions. If you really want to study these topics and figure out what's going on with it, you look into all of it, all forces, you see what's primary in this arena.
Masons.
Yeah. And I would call Chris more of a nerd than this motherfucker. Sorry. Well, lovely gentlemen. All right. Ready? Here we go again.
So he's got the information in front of him and he's still saying the wrong thing. Things fall towards the center of Earth because gravity pulls objects towards the center of mass.
Now, Chris, you're dying to say something. Gravity does what again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I what?
Does gravity pull everything to the center of mass, sir?
I guess according to the Newtonian.
But really does it? I know you have a theory in the hopper somewhere. So,
well, is it demonstrable, testable, observable?
He's got
measurable.
Yeah.
Dude, I got pages and pages of notes and shit. I was just going through again. Yeah, I just converted it to joules, the newtons to joules, and then I look at the atmospheric voltage potential gradient in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
and divide it by the height. The height by the voltage, and then it comes out the same 9.8.
So there's no gravity involved in your equation, is there, sir?
Volts a meter.
Yeah.
Which is the rate. What?
There's no gravity in your equation. Is what I'm saying.
No.
Okay. Pretty simple.
I got a question, dude. If NASA's got all these real pictures of Earth, why do they always use a cartoon? Like
I don't know, man. Why do they have the real picture up there?
Yeah, I mean they got millions of pictures, right? Why do they always show your kid could draw that?
Well, because they're not really that consistent, are they?
Yeah.
People look at it and start taking that picture apart. Look at it, looks like a digital rendering of something they made in a concept on a computer. Oh yeah. But it has to be. Sorry. Richard Simmons, or is it Ron Simmons? Yes, Ron Simmons. Wasn't he a graphic artist at NASA?
No, it wasn't Ron.
Is it Ron? Or is it Rick?
Robert.
Oh, yeah, Robert. Okay. One of them are.
Yeah. Because it has to be.
And he's found himself using a stamp. What's the other tool he used in... never mind. I had to watch the quote again.
The
And
specular
since the
highlight.
Earth is an
yeah,
enormous
specular
sphere,
highlight.
down means towards the center from any point on the globe. Dear
On the
me.
globe.
The best answer that you'll get out there, you know, if you're going to make good arguments, you want
That was fallacious in itself, wasn't it, JJ?
Yeah.
Assuming you live on a globe without showing it. Yeah. And we're
Yeah.
asking for legitimate photographs of the thing. There's 5 of them that all flat earthers hate, though.
to know what's your opponent's best argument.
Yeah, but you're not making good arguments, Hans. You're making really stupid ones that have been debunked more.
Who debunked what argument? What, buoyancy? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we probably wouldn't say that's a force. You want to come over and debunk disequilibrium and relative density, you're more than welcome to come by. I'm here all night.
Times than I care to remember. Without gravity, there is no buoyancy, you moron.
Their best argument is going to be, well, gravity or buoyancy wouldn't exist without gravity.
It's like he can read my mind. But what that tells me
It's
is
like reading a short novel. Yeah. Or more like the back of a shampoo bottle. You probably get more instructions out of that, couldn't you? Anybody want to take a shot at reading his mind? Quick.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you all right? Me too. It's like he's reading my mind. It's on a globe. Yeah, we know what you're going to say before you open your mouth. That's all it is.
he knows that he's wrong, and now he has to do some
wrong. I think he's telling you that you're wrong. But go ahead.
mental gymnastics to try and explain reality away.
Buoyancy needs gravity to exist, is what they would say.
Yeah, but that's only because it's a fact, Hans.
And then you...
I love these facts. They're lovely.
Fallacious facts are the best.
Yeah, especially when you're pre-assuming the center of Earth that attracts everything. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't make arguments moot or anything.
No, they will lose in a debate. Oh, and by the way, Sean Hawkins is resorting to calling me a chicken because I haven't responded to his emails.
Does he have a counter going?
Yeah, he might.
Counter.
Yeah.
It's been 36 days and 4 hours and 32 minutes since he's not responded to me.
Well, the door's open here at Perspective Rules. You can come over and knock on the door. Yeah.
It's the hypocrisy knows no bounds, man.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
It does. Now I'll put a link in for you if you're going to bring evidence and debate. And I've actually debated people in public, you know. But I mean, if you're going to, that's why I don't have a link in, because people are starting to just click on it just to troll my channel.
Well, they're a waste of time, man. If you can't not be fallacious, then there's no point in a discussion. There's nothing good going to come from a fallacious. It's just an argument, you know.
Yeah.
They're not after the facts.
All right, let's go back to Creaky. How long is left in this damn thing? There's like 20 minutes left in it. I ain't gonna watch the whole thing.
Oh, hell no.
No, it's not worth my time.
You would just have to follow up with, well, wait a minute here. Gravity is this unproven theory.
No, it's not. How can anybody be stupid enough to say gravity is unproven? I mean, we'd be pretty screwed without it.
We'd be screwed without. Anybody feel screwed without gravity?
Crickets.
We do need weight to like measure things, you know. But I don't feel screwed. But the cause and effect of why it goes down at a certain rate is what you're proposing, right? That's what they are. I think it is. JJ, you got something else to add to that?
Nah, you know, you call it what you want. You know, we happen to believe that there is a 9.8 meter second, you know, pull towards the Earth or whatever you want to claim, right? But it's not gravity. It's not what they claim of bending and warping of space time. I can tell you that,
No.
right? Either or, right?
Well, it doesn't pan out. It doesn't pan out to that 9.8 meters per second squared, neither.
Or mass attracting mass either.
No. Matter of fact, they have other gravities that they've added to it, like specific gravity, which is basically just a density ratio to the medium. That's what they actually engineers use when they build projects.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Lewin on that one.
Okay, all right. And that's what they teach in colleges is for engineers to learn. They still use the gravity word, but it's not the same gravity that Newton prescribed on the world.
Man, I need to put my little thing together. I gotta like get them all sorted. Like
Do it.
basically, what I'm kind of calling it is a vertical ether pressure gradient. I guess.
There you go. Yeah, that's a name. But you're not going to go around telling everybody you got to believe it. Just demonstrate it for them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Comparison to Newtonian, and just show like the things I have here, which is way too much to go over just chatting right now. So I have to like organize it.
There you go.
Yeah, like this is a 20. I don't know. He's babbling on.
Yeah. We could put together a paper, and then we could get peer reviewed like the rest of them. I wouldn't do that because the peers are looking at gravity and its rate, and they're looking at Newtonian gravity for the most part, and most of the universities. So if you step out of the box, they're not going to put a rubber stamp on it. You know, you said it was an electric universe theory. You know, they'll try to pigeonhole you with that crap. Like, not everything is completely electric, but a lot of things that deal with the atmos and everything around it has electric principles and water and fluid dynamics in that regards.
Basically, like at the top here, I just like have a note like create a new system units that connects the mechanical world, the force acceleration to the electrical world, the potential pressure through ubiquitous ether. I mean, just stuff like this is like 5 pages of, and then I do that through all of them.
Nice.
Like I'm saying, like I was saying earlier.
We could read them all out one day. It'd be fun. All right. Back to Mr. Binder right quick. Let's give him like 2 more minutes. We think we know what he's going to tout out the globe rhetoric, and this he believes that this is the cause of it, this is that and the other. He's a standard fare, or we used to call it skank and foul globe tart.
The reason that we experience a buoyant force, feel going down, you're telling me that the reason that I feel a force to go down, it's not just because I'm suspended in air and I'm more dense than air.
Yeah, you definitely got the dense part right.
That's the real truth.
No, it's not. That is
that was a straight ad hom. He's not addressing anything. So this is going to go into an ad hom. Let's hear how bad he is.
Such a stupid thing to say. You are falling because gravity is pulling you towards the center of the object you are upon's mass. I feel like I said that really strangely. Is upon's even a new word?
That's the one that I've always understood. When somebody first explained gravity to me, I knew it was stupid. I was like, what are you talking about?
Why? Because you didn't understand it, is the likely explanation.
He's
still attacking the man's character still. Yeah.
Apple is on a tree and it stops being held up by the tree. The apple is more dense than air. It's going to go down. There's nothing to be explained there. That's just understanding buoyancy.
I can't believe we are still having to explain this stuff to flat earthers.
No, you don't. You don't have to explain it to anybody. We drew our own conclusions so far. And you're still saying the same thing over and over again. There you go. He's going to say it. Watch.
Without gravity, there is no buoyancy. If you were right when an apple fell...
That's the end of it. I think we got the gist of it. So gravity is a thing. You wouldn't have any buoyancy at all. Okay. What is the cause of gravity? I don't know. What's the cause of weight? Density. And I would venture to say that the mass and the density of the object in relationship is about the gist of it. What'd you put in private chat?
It was just a like 30 fallacy thing. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. But you don't need to play it if you don't want to. It's up to you.
We can play it.
It's always good to refresh.
And click on it. Yeah. I opened it like 5 times. I can't play it that many times. I opened it way too many times.
Now, this is stuff they need to teach our kids in school, you know. And I never learned this shit when I was in school. Did you?
Okay.
They teach you all about all these fallacies?
I didn't go to like college level debates. I've learned how to debate in this arena, you might say, of any kind. But they do have a list of fallacies, and I've learned them from you, JJ. Half of them.
You gotta make it to college before they teach you that.
I don't think you needed to go to college to learn it. I'm sorry. You can learn about fallacies right here.
Right. I'm just asking, do they teach you that in public education? Like I never got
No, I didn't learn about it in public school at all. No. Anybody else?
No.
I got crickets. I learned about doing debates in debates. Yeah, my restream's starting to do what it did last night. Starting to get slow again. I think it's the longer I run it, the more data it uses. It just slows down a little bit. It's not too bad right now, though.
Yeah, remember last time you got a new server or something and it really helped?
Yeah, I've had to do that a couple of different things just to keep this thing working.
Yeah, it's good to do every once in a while.
Yeah. So let's go to the logical fallacies. We're going to the well.
Who strawman so hard that they're going to be picking chaff out of their hair for a week. It would be good to be able to point at what exactly it is that's making meaningful discussion impossible. I will also put a link to a website which has pages entitled Your Logical Fallacy Is, which also has more detailed explanations. Let's go. Fallacy of composition. If it's true of the part.
Go ahead, JJ.
Meaningful discussions impossible, right?
Yeah.
That's why there's no debate, because it's meaningless, right? If they're going to be fallacious. I just wanted to point that out because that's why we're at where we're at with these people, with these Globers, you know.
Well, hopefully that one day that'll change and we'll have like just a full on discussion about cause and effect relationship. You know, they already know the cause, but they can't show us what the cause is or even the mechanism of it. So, yeah, let's go to it.
Then it's true of the whole. If there are 3 great players on my hockey team, then my hockey team must also be great, right? And the opposite, fallacy of division. If it's true of the whole, then it must be true of the parts. If my flat is about half the size of your flat, then it follows logically that my doors must be half the size of your doors. The gambler's fallacy is the idea.
Well, that's bad. That's
yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, the gambler's fallacy. Andrew likes to quote this one. Yeah, you're going to break even?
That streaks of good luck or bad luck exist and are not just random noise. It's been read 6 times in a row, it's on a streak. Tu quoque. Or, who are you to talk? If your sister, who does no exercise, says, you should do 150 minutes of moderate or 75 minutes of vigorous exercise a week to be healthy, it is the tu quoque fallacy to say, I'll do it when you do. Who are you to lecture me about what exercise I should be doing? Her not doing exercise says nothing about whether or not you should do it. Straw man, willfully misrepresenting an argument, often in a massively hyperbolic fashion. We should cut down on our use of fossil fuels. Oh, so you want to ban all cars and make 80-year-olds with suitcases run around on bicycles, do you? No? Ad hominem. You're evil! An evil witch! Burn the witch and don't listen to the witch's opinions. They're the devil's words. Sometimes people are obviously biased or subjective, and so you should treat their arguments with care, but it's generally better form to attack the argument rather than the person. Somewhat related to this is the genetic fallacy, which is assuming that an argument is automatically wrong because of its source. Even a stopped clock is right twice a day. Fallacious appeal to authority. Sometimes it's appropriate to look at what experts think.
I think that's one of their big ones, don't you think, JJ?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's their go-to.
Yeah. Or they'll hang you from the gallows. Sorry. Oh, man, what a history. If that's really true about Newton.
His story, bro.
Yeah, I know. Maybe they're trying to paint Newton in a bad light for some reason. Maybe he was just a nice guy who actually has a valid theory with lots of evidence.
Yeah, they're probably fictional, you know?
Hey, it could be.
Who knows?
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Sounds like a story.
Yeah, that's why they call it his story. If you just look at the words, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And we already know the authors are compulsive liars, so we can't trust it.
No, we've shown them to lie plenty.
Yeah. Zero credibility.
Debro. Zeros are the heroes. All right.
Yeah, I think if they did exist, then they were just actors. Once again, they're all a bunch of damn secret societies that run this illusion of reality that we call life.
Yeah, I don't think they know who God is. That's really it. But I mean, to say there is no creator.
If anybody knows, it's them, dude. They hide them from us.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows God's real, it's the people that are hiding it from us.
Yeah. Well, they got a monopoly on God. I don't think you can have a monopoly on God.
They're playing
serving
God.
Satan,
Yeah.
deceiving everybody.
They think they're as good as God. They want us to worship them as God. Worship man.
Oh, they definitely want to run your life. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, idolize movie stars and athletes.
Yeah. Well, that's how they control society, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Back to the fallacious girl. I like her hair though. Spent a lot of time on it.
On a topic, but fallacious appeals to authority bring in someone who's an expert in an entirely unrelated field and expect you to treat them as an expert in this field. Being an expert in particle physics doesn't mean you'll automatically have
there's one guy, what's his name? He's a Dave, and he's supposedly a professor who actually took chemistry, but he's an expert in all other fields to do with any of these topics.
Not a Professor Dave?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. That's what that hairdo reminds me of.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Miss Leia.
There you go.
Yeah. Miss Fisher. She was a good actress, though. You got to give her that.
Sensible opinions on, say, pig husbandry, or vice versa. Red herring, a fallacy of distraction. Well, they might have stolen the puppy, Your Honor, but look how sad they are to be in court. Red herrings may seem plausible, but are
that was good.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, the guilt one. Yeah, they seem so guilty. Yeah, they're not guilty. Yeah, sure. Anything to distract from the evidence. That's really what she's going with, the red herring fallacy. You know how they got the term for that one, right? You've heard that?
What term is that?
The red herring fallacy.
No, where did it come from?
Well, they used to take red herrings. They're type of fish, and to distract the foxes from, not the foxes, but the hounds from the scent of the fox, they would take a red herring, and they would misguide them with that scent. They would be chasing the red herring. So you're off chasing this other topic that's not anything to do with the topic at hand. You're going to chase this other topic.
The decoy. Yeah, the decoy, man.
The red herring fallacy. Yeah. Beautiful, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
And where's all these trolls when I'm having these conversations that make sense? They're not coming up, are they? No. They wait until you're like most vulnerable, just having a conversation, and then they show up out of nowhere. Yeah.
Right.
Looking for opportune moments, so they're opportunists. Yeah.
ultimately irrelevant. In our example, a person being sad because they have been made to come to court is not relevant to whether or not they actually stole a puppy. That particular red herring is also an example of appeal to emotion. Appeals to emotion attempt to distract you by making you feel bad for the other person. So why should we hire you for this job? Because if you don't hire me, then I'll be out on the street and I'll have to live in a cardboard box. You don't want to make me live in a cardboard box, do you? Appeal to popularity, or bandwagon. 5 million people can't be wrong. Appeal to tradition.
I never heard that with the Globe, have you?
Yeah. Never.
No. All these scientists and all the public school books and all of the people.
They're all lying too.
Oh yeah, everybody is. They don't even know about it. That's really the issue. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
People have been doing this for thousands of years, so it must be right. Appeal to nature.
Well, have you ever heard that one? Well, we've known for 2,000 years the Earth was a globe.
Face palm.
Yeah.
You don't know shit.
Oh, God. I think they're hitting all the notes here, aren't they, JJ?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Trust medicine or science. It's full of chemicals which are bad for you. Here, take this belladonna. It's very natural. Appeal to ignorance. If you can't prove it false, it must be true, or vice versa. You can't prove that ghosts don't exist, therefore they must exist. Well, you can't prove that ghosts do exist, so therefore they clearly don't. Both of these are appeals to ignorance. Begging the question. Assuming to be true a premise that you are trying to...
The big one. The papa of them all. Beg the question. Yeah, they don't even understand this one. I think none of them do. And then they try to reverse it on it. They try to get a reversal fallacy, like Brenda will try to do it. Oh, you're begging the question that the earth is flat.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
you pick one pronoun, maybe it'll stick. But he's going through an emotional phase. You just gotta understand, isn't that a fallacy too? You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nothing to do with the topic at hand.
Prove. Zog the Great is infallible because in the big book of Zog the Great, it says that he's infallible, and we know that the text is infallible because it was written by Zog, who is infallible, because it says so in the book, which was written by someone who says. Equivocation is using one word to mean multiple things and thus drawing incorrect conclusions, often on purpose. Any law can be repealed by the proper authority. The law of gravity is a law. Therefore, the law...
Wrong kind of law. Got it. Yeah. Well, even when it comes to like court law and stuff like that, a lot of those are fallacious to begin with, and mostly they're propped up to actually fleece the populace. But I can't prove that, can you, JJ?
Nah, can't do it.
No. But natural law, or what they refer to as natural laws, are actual things that occur in nature always. You can't debunk those because it always happens. I don't know, they'll try to weasel gravity in as a natural law. Everything goes down always, JJ, because it's pulled to the center of mass.
She's being fallacious as she's teaching us about fallacies.
Damn her.
Busted.
Oops.
Practice what you
law of gravity
preach.
Can be repealed.
Yep, that's right.
Which conflates law in the legal sense and law in the scientific sense and makes you look like a bit of an idiot. False dichotomy, or black or white. Either you agree with everything I say or you're an evil baby eater. There is no middle ground. Sort of opposite to the black and white fallacy is the middle ground fallacy, which says, if some people think 2 + 2 is 4, and some people think 2 + 2 is 5, then clearly the answer lies somewhere in the middle. No, decision point fallacy, or the Sorites paradox. The decision point fallacy says, because there is a continuum, it means we can't distinguish between things. But just because the boundaries between things are a bit blurry doesn't mean we can't tell one thing from another.
Well, I think they create a lot of the blurred things in the world to begin with, so you don't determine what the actual cause of it is, like gravity.
Yeah,
just saying there's a ghost out there. Yeah,
and they love muddying those waters.
Oh yeah. This is a good little video so far. I'm digging it. Come on.
It's important, man. It really is. At the end of the day, for especially the topic that we, discuss often.
Yeah, it's having discernment in the topic. You don't get fooled. Yeah, that's the whole point to discernment, right?
Yeah, and logic.
Yeah. Yeah. If water's wet, we won't debate that.
I know that a horse is a mammal and a frog is an amphibian, even though frogs lay eggs and so do some mammals. Duck-billed platypi, what you gonna do? The slippery slope fallacy is the assertion that one step will inevitably lead to another, which will inevitably lead to another, which will inevitably lead to doom. If you get a credit card, then you will overspend and you will not be able to make your payments, and then you will definitely end up living on the street in a car.
Just to set your mind at ease right quick, the duck-billed platypus, is there in-between species that we can actually find in a fossil record somewhere that proves evolution? Can anybody do that?
Brenda.
Okay. All right. Good call, man. In other words, most of everything is science is built on fallacious principles. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, even ChatGPT will tell you that, man.
Yeah.
McGuire did a video on that, and ChatGPT said you cannot defend or, say anything without being fallacious about a globe.
Oh, damn. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you have to be fallacious to defend it, man.
So it's built on a fallacious premise to begin with. Its foundations are fallacious.
100%.
It's beautiful. All right, more fallacies.
Word box. If you can stop at any of the steps, then it's a fallacy. Hasty generalizations or anecdotes. This is where you draw a general conclusion from a small or biased sample. Obvious examples include things like, well, my aunt smoked 10 cigarettes a day and she lived to 109, so cigarettes mustn't be bad for you. But it's also one of the reasons that self-selective surveys aren't particularly good for drawing general conclusions about a population. Faulty analogy. Comparing things which aren't
still trying to draw a conclusion about it. Population, which is another form of control. Wouldn't you agree, JJ?
Yeah. Or like, a drop of water is round, therefore all the water must be sphere oblate.
Well, we know the cause of that is actually the pressure on the outside of the water droplet. And as soon as it relieves itself and finds its equilibrium, it's no longer round, is it?
Right. It's going to seek level after it. That's why all large bodies, you're trying to take a small sample of something so minuscule when we're talking about something so big, according to them, Well,
I'm using cause and effect reasoning with that too. You can actually find out why the water drop is actually round. I mean, and when it's falling from the sky, it doesn't stay round, and the air pressure lower gets thicker, so it becomes kind of convex, and its rate falling down. If there was no air, nothing down below it, and there was no pressure coming from down below, you wouldn't have that round shape at the bottom of the raindrop.
Right. It doesn't have
called surface tension, ain't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't have the ability to stack upon itself either.
It's weird, ain't it? You gotta get a whole bunch of it together in one place. You have, and how do you do that? How do you collect water? Nobody knows.
In a container.
Oh, there you go. Boom.
Hey, bingo.
Padow. That's probably another law of physics. Gases and liquid need to be contained or they will disperse. I think it's entropic.
Laws of nature.
Yeah. It happens every time, dude. Swear to God. Some may take longer than others because some gases move slower because they're colder or hotter based with reaction. They're moving slower, but they are moving.
But they'll never be at rest without containment either.
No. They do go through phase changes. You can change gases into other things, and you can change liquids into gases. These are other natural laws. It's really weird.
Yeah, like I was talking about butane in a lighter. It's liquid, and then you can turn to gas.
And when you apply pressure to it, you can make it into a gas, can't you?
Liquid nitrogen. Or whatever. There's dry ice. That's a gas.
Yeah, it is. It's weird, ain't it? Yeah. But I'm not the arbiter of gases, but I can tell you what they do, and we describe them with their natural laws as it goes. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't see gravity in any of those.
Actually similar in the way that would be relevant. Government is like business. Since businesses strive to make a profit, so should government. Burden of proof. When you insist that it's incumbent upon the person
I got to disagree with that. Should government obtain business-like status and gain money and wealth, or should it be there for the people? Is the government for the people? I'm going to go with the
negative.
I think so, personally.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, that's the illusion of what freedom.
The lobbyists.
Yeah, we should stand up for our rights, and that's why they gave us this little piece of parchment back in a certain day at some point in time with all these like bills on it. I'm not going to mention any of them. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, JJ?
For sure.
Yeah.
That's why they got so many committees, man. They work together to pass, and then each committee in on it sneaks their own little corporation perks into that bill or whatever.
Oh, in a capitalist society, I was going to
majority.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, in a capitalist society, we give room for businesses and corporations to develop products and sell them for a profit, right? That's a capitalist society, and they grow, and when they grow, they should develop technologies to make their products more accessible for people. and to better humanity. That's what I think the whole main goal for capitalist society is, right? But what it's turned into is people that are unable to thrive in that society become a burden on the rest of them. So therefore, the government has taken up the role to take care of those people and put the burden on the taxpayer to pay for each individual's lack of funds or ability to take care of themselves. Correct? I think it's what's happened in society over the last probably 200 years, at least, if not before. So they justify their existence as a government to do this and to keep taxing their citizens, which is completely unconstitutional, isn't it?
Yep.
Am I standing on a soapbox up here? Maybe.
Well, I think the whole fiat money system's a giant Ponzi scheme anyway.
Yeah, well, the banks that run it want to profit off of it, so you don't have to develop anything for themselves or do anything for themselves. They can just live high on the hog for the rest of their lives and their existence and keep their corporations. But they're part of the oppression too. They don't train their employees properly. They don't. The corporations, and for the, I guess, the long haul. I guess, well, I can't put every corporation in that bucket. There are corporations that are innovative enough to actually come up with technologies, but to benefit it for the government so they can actually control society. I think that's what's happening in the long run. Like society and corporations are becoming what government is. They're the real oppressors, and the banks fund it so they can keep us under thumb.
Are you familiar with the pyramid of occult powers, like the dead slaves, and then your country governments, or then you go up, and then you go international, like International Monetary Fund and World Banks and those sort of things before you get to the top, like the most richest families in the world. Yeah. But like the Federal Reserve and the government, we borrow money from them, and we got to pay interest on that, which we can't afford to pay.
Yeah, it's usury.
So they issue bonds, treasury bills to like nations. They'll buy them, and it's a Ponzi scheme where, you know, we take the investors' money and then pay back, or the new investors' money and pay back the old ones with the money we get from the new investors, kind of deal. So
yeah, it's like Shark Tank. It really is. And think about it.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah, I got blood in the water. But I don't think sharks hunt blood. They use sensors to actually track their prey. Do they actually smell blood, though?
Allegedly.
Why we have inflation.
Yeah. Let's ask a shark. Next shark you see, ask him if he smells blood. I want to say hi to Crashes and Scott. How you doing, guys?
And CB.
Did I send Scott a link? I think I did. Just making sure. CB's here too. Yeah, I see him. Let's make sure I sent him one. Yeah, I sent him a link. Pretty good. You want to come up and share some of your escapades in the music world? You can. You got a link?
Believes your claims to provide proof against them rather than providing proof for them yourself. I am a ghost. No, you're not. Why are you saying that? Prove it then. Prove me wrong. Prove I'm not a ghost. Since you're the one saying you're a ghost, surely it's incumbent upon you to back up this rather extraordinary claim, which you can't because you can't walk through walls and you're not transparent nor remotely scary. Woo! I'm a ghost. You're really not. Affirming the consequent is when you say something like, my dog barks when there's an intruder. My dog is not barking, therefore there's no intruder. Which, if your premises are in fact correct, and there is no way that your dog would not bark when there's an intruder, is fine. However, my dog barks when there's an intruder, my dog is barking, therefore there must be an intruder, is not valid. I mean, dogs bark.
Yeah, that's affirming the consequence. It's pretty simple logical fallacy, isn't it? It fell down, therefore gravity.
Right.
Yeah. Well, show me the gravity that pulled it down. Well, it's just because it fell down, it was gravity. Gravity is a ghost, by the way.
Show me the mass of the Earth.
Oh, the mass of the Earth. Okay, that caused it. Okay. just because the Earth has mass. I mean, can you define mass, and what is the mass of the Earth, and how did you determine the mass and the amount of the Earth? What experiment proved that? Okay.
Crickets.
Yeah, I know. But it's science, you know.
For all sorts of reasons, so unless your premise is, my dog only barks when there are intruders, this is not right. The opposite of this is denying the antecedent. If it barks, then it's a dog. It's barking, therefore it's a dog. Great, but...
With the antecedent to air pressure is what? Or liquid containment, for that matter. Yeah. Or any containment, for that matter. Would be what? The container.
I was just thinking,
If it's not barking,
the only current that flows up, I guess, is money. We were just about currency and the flow of money. That's
No, that's metaphorically. That's not physical, man. Jeez, give me some physical evidence, man. And water does run uphill. I can prove it. How about you, JJ? Press. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, sure. I got proof, receipts.
Yeah, tons of them, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're around here somewhere.
Well, you know, I hear Duffy's got a lot of receipts, but he's halfway to his goal, so they're saying they're going to put out the the documentary.
Can't wait.
I know. Well, I really can. I'm going to rebut everything in the documentary. We're gonna have fun with it if it comes out. But just because you show a video is not physical proof. Videos can be altered. We need an experiment. We need a live testimony. We need to show it, and it's not a scientific realm. I don't think cosmology is science. It never has been by definition, but they apply science to some cosmology, you know, if you want to call it science. But you got to be able to have an IV and a DV to call it science. But they don't think science is that kind of science. And, you know, the other logical fallacy that, you know, a cause and effect relationship is not about proving things.
Yeah, their science identifies as something else.
Well, then therefore it must be science, then, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's truth.
Yeah.
It's one of the pronouns.
No, it's got pronouns. What does truth identify as nowadays? I don't know. Hey, John.
To have pretty much the entire world and all the universities around the world working on the science, it is just at a snail's pace.
And Snell's has got a law, doesn't he? Never mind. You need two mediums to propagate that law. It happens every time.
then it's not a dog is not valid because maybe it's just a dog that's, you know, tired. Moving the goalposts. You make a claim like, I can read minds. When someone tests this and you fail the test, you then say, well, I can only read minds which are on the right wavelength. Didn't mention that before. Moving the goalpost.
Speaking of moving the goalposts, Jaron said I moved the goalpost because I want to go to the 90th parallel to make an observation. How am I moving the goalpost?
Is there a 24-hour sun at the 90?
Well, yeah, but I mean, is there a 24-hour sun at the 80th?
No, it depends who you're asking, I suppose. But
yeah, well, we're looking at the evidence of what they say they filmed. So
I don't think it exists down there, but that's why you're going in the first place, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Everything's alleged in this world.
Rumor
Hopefully,
has it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Bye. Here we go again. I'm going to be down there eventually. Watch. Come hell or high water, people.
Posts. False cause. Correlation is not causation. So even if global temperatures increase while pirate numbers decrease, that doesn't mean that pirates prevent global warming.
Well, you need evidence for that, don't you?
And global warming is a pre-assumption of it in itself.
Oh, yeah. And you got to have like a set temperature for the globe as it goes.
Well, we have seasons. I guess that's global warming.
Oh, yeah.
It's called summer.
And to figure out each cause and effect of each season, you have to go examine every body of water, every luminary in the sky, every action on Earth, and you'd have to calculate, I guess, if you want to calculate it. But you can see how the temperatures are rising due to other cause and effect. That would actually be the cause of global warming.
And minus all the geoengineering. You got to keep that as a variable.
Well, JJ, do you got any proof of those? Well, they actually admit it now, don't they?
Yeah, they've they've admitted it. Cloud seeding, man. Cloud seeding.
Well, Schrodinger's cat's out of the box, isn't it? Is it alive or is it dead, dude? That's the question.
So that the heat now that don't escape into outer space somehow, it's like
gravity, man. Gravity.
Gravity pulls heat down now. Oh,
Yeah.
right now.
Gravity. It's our container, folks.
Yeah,
Gravity.
They said it. Yeah. And you think about it, actually, in their paradigm, it actually has to be the cause. It's the cause of holding water in equilibrium in the air, because water is lighter than air. Oh,
yeah, buddy. I put how much longer you got on this? Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's got like I saw the other video, like 7 minutes and 32 seconds.
It's not much longer.
Yeah,
I
so
put
32 seconds.
Scott's link in the private chat. The one.
Oh, of course, Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. He did Rush.
Oh yeah, I seen that one. We played that the other day.
Oh, did you? It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's something to do with like suburbia or something like that, or what's the name of that song? I can't remember that Rush song. What's the name of it? Subdivisions. Yeah, that's it. That the one you got?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a good song. Not bad for Canadians. What do you say, Heron? We should play some more Heron songs.
Yeah.
Remember, I'll play one of Heron's songs, and then we'll play Subdivisions, just because it's Canadian week. We're gonna have a week of Canadian appreciation. How about that? We
Good
can't
idea.
shoehorn all Canadians into it because not all Canadians are created equal to all Canadians. If you're using Canadians as a standard of equality, it depends on your bar of what equality is to begin with. Would I make a good politician? Nah. I tell the truth too much. Here.
See also the Texas sharpshooter, where you shoot the side of a barn and then draw your targets afterwards. First you figure out what your conclusion is, then you go looking for data to support it. Loaded question. Asking something with an assumption built in that means the answerer sounds bad no matter what they say. When did you stop beating your wife? No true Scotsman. No Scotsman puts sugar on his porridge. If you're a Scottish man and you put sugar on your porridge, you are not a true Scotsman. Personal
That's personal incredulity there too. Even never mind. One fallacy after the other, ain't it?
Yeah, they stack them.
Yeah. They kind of coincide with each other too. So, do you put sugar on your oats, JJ?
I don't eat oats, but if I did, absolutely.
How about some butter to go with that?
Must.
Yeah, so if we take everybody at an individual level and not stereotype people into like you're a true Scotsman or not, that was a fallacy.
If this and that, basically.
Yeah, it's stereotyping.
Incredulity. Well, it's hard for me to believe that we're all made of billions of atoms, and so I'm just not going to. And last but by no means least, the fallacy.
I got that one. Show me. And then you'll tell me, it's just a quantification of what everything's made out of. But can you show me what it's all made out of? Well, we can show you up to a point, and we can't. Then why are we even having this conversation? It's a fallacy. Oh, I can't wait.
Fallacy. Just because something contains one or more fallacies doesn't mean that they have reached the wrong conclusion. Your yoga teacher says I should eat vegetables because vegetables are healthy, but that is a fallacious appeal to authority because yoga teachers are not dietitians. Therefore, I should eat cake. Thanks for watching, and I hope this was educational. Leave a comment.
That ended on a great note. Rings of Jaren, doesn't it?
Yeah,
they want to eat cake.
Judas. I put a Heron link in the private chat.
You got one? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm like taking D-Man's place, since he ain't around.
Oh,
Absent. Where you at, D-Man?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
I don't know if I heard that one.
She just uploaded her newest one. That was Mariah Carey. Okay.
Oh, that new one? Yeah. Is it that the one you grabbed?
Nah, You Put a Hurt on Me is the one I grabbed.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's fine. Yeah.
But either way, playing both.
Miss Heron's a good singer, I'm telling you right now. And that's my opinion. You may disagree with it. I'm not going to hold you to that bias, but I'm going to have an opinion about you if you say she's not.
It's objective.
Yes, it is. It's not subject. Is it objective? Is it, or is it subjective? I made a fallacy out of that when I first heard it in here, and I had to apologize to people that, truth is objective, right? Not subjective.
Damn right.
There you go. And just because popular opinion says so, if they haven't looked into the topic, then they're not educated on the topic. So I wouldn't take your opinion to heart.
If anybody's got one of the posters like me, use your ruler and see, like I did, just how high the sun would be and how, you'd be amazed. You'd be amazed. And those posters are 3 foot by 2 foot. So every inch on your ruler is,
you're working with scale
when
it comes to maps, right? All maps have scales, correct?
Ice wall, 16,000 miles. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I don't know if it's all ice in particular, but there are parts of it that have ice on it. I can actually testify to that for sure. And I think Captain James Ross Clark actually mapped 400 miles of it and stated it.
Got to be contained. What is it? Mountains, I guess.
No, it could be. It could be land, mountains, and even a barrier at the edge of the earth as it goes. Could be. They call it the ends of the earth for some reason. All right, Miss Heron, everybody. What were you gonna say, Chris? Before I go, JG, got anything else?
It's cold out there, bro.
It is. All right, yeah.
They are liars too, so we don't know.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know James Ross Clark personally, but he was out to find the ends of the earth, from what I understand. He wasn't looking for necessarily a seventh continent like everybody else was. He went out to see what he could see.
That's an appeal to history there, Roger.
Oh, damn it, man. Well, I'm just reading his documents. And he was on a ship that I think it's verifiable. I don't know. That's what they say. It all could be a big fat lie. Everything.
Yeah, I know it sucks, don't it?
Yeah, it could be.
It's unfortunate, but here we are.
Use discernment, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Trust no man. Use discernment. Only trust God. Yeah.
It's imperative at this juncture in life.
True. All right, here we go. Miss Heron.
There's a light on in the kitchen. I've been losing sleep. It seems to me since you've been gone, the dark is twice as deep. My mind tries to forget you, but my heart comes back for more. 'Cause you put the hurt on me like I never felt before. Don't need a guilty conscience to follow me around. Don't need no one to tell me why rain keeps pouring down. Don't need another dark cloud hanging round outside my door. 'Cause you put hurt on me like I never felt before. The flame never had memory cut. A path as wide as yours, 'cause you put the hurt on me like I never felt before. The flames they turn to ashes, but there's still some embers left. Missing you is harder than this whiskey on my breath. Never had a memory cut. Path as wide as yours, 'cause you put the hurt on me like I never felt before. Yes, you put the hurt on me like I never felt
That was beautiful. I like that. I don't get into no trouble, man. What are you talking about? I smell trouble cooking. Trouble's my middle name. That's a fallacy, isn't it? You can find
Trouble Ledwell.
I'm not looking for trouble. I'm just looking for
Trouble's
freedom
looking for you.
freedom to do what I'm doing on my channel. Asking questions. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Nah. I think that's our God-given right. Test everything. Draw your own conclusions. And JJ's the only one left. Da da da. So let's play. What was the name of this song again? Subdivisions. I hear it's a good tune. If I can open the private chat. Here we go. I think I can do it. JJ's on screen. You got a green screen back there. Are you trying to fool people with your green screen? You're muted, sir.
This is all legitimate, man. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see there but a green screen. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened, man? You know?
No, nothing. It's just going a little slow right now. I'm getting
damn chromo key, man. You know.
Oh, why would somebody use that kind of thing? Chroma key.
Preposterous.
Yeah. For what? I mean, you couldn't use it on a blue setting, could you?
Sure you could.
Well, I think you can use any primary color with the chroma key thing.
Yeah.
I think they got more technology than just that, don't you? And that's just logical. That's not a fallacy. So if you're propagating a lie, you know, and you got the resources to do so, and you have something to gain by lying, then you would do so, wouldn't you? That's just logic. I smell a rat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, JJ, everybody else, I'm going to sign off and play Scott's song. Good night, everybody. Enjoy Rush. Anything you want to add, JJ, before we go?
No, man. Appreciate you as always, man. Much love to everybody here, and we'll
even
most likely see you tomorrow afternoon. Most likely.
Yeah, I'll be done with work around. We'll see what time. Sunday, and I'm working till like 9 o'clock. So yeah,
Nice.
I'm getting a full shift. Yeah, that's the way it works. All right.
Yeah.
I got to pay bills. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Take care.
night, everybody. Go over watch Mandy or Ken, whoever's on. That was a great job, Scott. Great job.